What's up, Sleuth Army? And today we bring the abandoned station of the hype train.
Choo choo.
The hype train don't stop at this station anymore.
Zooming straight past.
We go straight past this station. So what is this station that we...
Choo!
That was terrifying.
Because when a train is going past a station...
Yeah, it goes like... Woo, it don't go... Choo.
No, it pulls the thing, but it pulls it as if to go get back, because we ain't stopping here. Losers. That was my... Choo choo.
Right, anyway. So what is this abandoned station that makes terrifying noises as you go past? Well, it is the one, the only, the awful Seaworld. Now, we went in 2014. We have, as many have since then, as the park and company came under a lot of controversy. There was some pretty famous documentaries like Blackfish, some famous books like Beneath the Surface, written by an ex-diver with the Seaworld organisation who worked in the Orlando park with the orcas.
He was a trainer, yeah.
So I do not recommend going there.
We do not endorse Seaworld.
I would boycott it.
You have.
Of course, they are not allowed orcas anymore. They are banned from having them due to their treatment of them. However, there are still many other animals, such as the dolphins, that are not treated with the kind of care that they would have got in Animal Kingdom, which we have covered in a video of the contrasting care. So, nonetheless,
I think we wanted to cover this because obviously it's part of Orlando.
it may be something you do.
It isn't something that we, as the Sleuth Army, endorse in any way, shape or form. We did go there, like Sleuth says, we went there before we knew anything of it, really.
Before a lot of people knew.
So we kind of had naive views towards it.
Yeah,
we had the kind of, I guess, kid-like view of, oh my god, what an amazing job that is. Like, you get to, like, swim with orcas and look,
We
they're
were
loving
kind of
it.
fed the same lies that everyone else was.
And we kind of believed that. And it was actually shortly after that I did watch, like, Blackfish and did, like, loads of research. We didn't just watch that one documentary and then go, oh, that must be all completely factual. We like looked into it ourselves, did loads of research. We did not return to SeaWorld the following time
we went
that
back
we went.
2 years later,
and
we did not do SeaWorld
because
again.
we just didn't want to basically
Give them money.
give them any more money. However, there are still rides there. The rides were pretty good. And we wanted to cover it because it is there. You may want to go on the rides. So, yeah, we're going to review the rides only. We are not reviewing any of the shows or anything like that because we don't.
You will
want
not
to
see.
talk about that. I haven't watched this video through yet, so if there are anything to do with that, then we'll probably just skip over it.
You will not see anything from SeaWorld when we put our video compilation together of the footage from our trip, because we will not be visiting.
We don't even watch it
again.
We just skip the SeaWorld stuff because it's like,
yeah, we're not
once
about
you
that.
know the information, then you can you just feel,
You kind of go, right,
we just feel bad
let's not,
for giving our money to them. But we wanted to cover them, so let's
do that. Okay, let's get straight into it then.
So this is the top 5 SeaWorld Orlando rides by theme park groupie.
Theme park groupie. Shout out. no narration. And no name of the ride. Okay, so this
It's loud. What is this?
So this is the ride, I believe, that you and Storm didn't come on. It was just me, TJ and Doc.
The log flume.
Yeah. Where you stood at kind of like a bridge.
We were on a covered bridge.
Yeah, and it, like, when we came down, the water could like splash over.
Mm-hmm.
So that is what this one is, which it was one of the more memorable log flumes. It was more in depth than most log flumes, where you just go up a climb to come down the drop, like going through all these different rooms with all the like what would be sea life, like fauna and flora all over. Was, you know, cool because it was a little bit unexpected from a log flume. And of course the big drop is always good. It created a nice big wave, which is always, you know, the laughing point of it, to see how drenched you get.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'd be in my top rides of Orlando, you know. But we'll see what else comes up here.
Wow.
That blinding Orlando sun. Hold on tight.
I hate log flumes.
I prefer River Rapids to log flumes.
I do.
I mean,
I must have been that sped up because that looked mentally fast for a log flume.
No, it's kind of like a hybrid.
Oh.
It kind of gets pulled along a track at parts because it's got a double drop as well. Atlantis, there we go. So its name comes after. Okay, we'll bear that in mind. Is this Manta?
Is it?
No, it can't be because you're above the track. Manta's below it. Oh! Is this... No, it's not Kraken. It's... I feel like it's something like that. This is the one where you had to take your glasses off to ride it. And then you came off all blind and were like, you need to get me to my glasses. I was like, I'm trying, I don't know where the rest of our group are. You're like, I'm going to be sick. And I'm like, I understand your problem, but I can't find them to get you your glasses.
It does, it makes me feel very
But I didn't know
sick.
what I was getting you there as quick. Yeah, Kraken, there we go. I was getting you there as quickly as I could.
I understand this.
But yeah, I mean, it was a good coaster. It was, you know, one of the
Do you
more
think-
extreme.
Yeah, I do think SeaWorld have got a couple of decent coasters actually. If you are more into actual
Coasters.
proper coasters,
Then
traditional
SeaWorld hits coasters more than simulations. Like Kraken is a
Which has
good
just
ride.
dawned on me actually, another reason to be angry at SeaWorld. Because Animal Kingdom are like, oh, they don't have many coasters, they don't have fireworks, they don't have anything that makes like a ridiculous amount of noise because of the animals.
Yeah, they don't care. But I mean, it is a good coaster. It should just be in a different park.
Yeah.
Would be my judgment of it.
Do you agree that it should be at number 4 in the top 5 of SeaWorld?
This was 2019, so right now I'm struggling to think of what other
What else
than
is
Manta is going to beat it.
Well, shall we find out?
We should. Kraken Unleashed.
I do love rapids.
Me too. Popeye and I think it's Popeye and Bilge's. No, Popeye and Bulge's Bill Drop river rapids in Universal are awesome. It's a jammy little song. I do remember this one actually. I remember that climb. When you sit down, like, you can judge how intense the river rapid is going to be by how wet the seats and the floor are. You know, you can see which are the bad seats, and you're like, I'm not saying that. Look how wet it is. This one's dry. Down. An efficient way to not have to do a lift. And then round to the station. Hello. So that last one was Infinity Falls, which I'm a fan of a good river rapid.
I do love rapids.
I think there's more to them usually.
Yeah. Do you know what always stresses me out? Getting on them.
Because you have to get on while they're moving around the platform.
Because you have to get on them, like, so you're going from a stationary thing to a moving thing to getting
a moving,
in.
Yeah, rapid.
And it's like, I always just think I'm going to end up falling over here, and because they kind of hurry you along, because they're like, right,
like,
you have a
need
limited amount of time, and so many people to get in.
Yeah, you can't wait till it's 3/4 of the way around. You have to be in as soon as you can.
So it's like they're like, right, in, or like getting off as well. They're like, off,
yeah,
in,
let's go,
and it's like, oh my, the stress of it for me.
This looks crazy.
But yeah, I do love rapids. I think it's the whole thing of, because I really don't like
rapids and
log flumes, but rapids I think is because of how you sat as well. You can kind of see the rest of your group, like you can see what's coming. You can see that they're about to get soaked, and you can have a bit of a giggle, and then you can see
rapids
the look on their
and
face.
Raft rides I like.
Yeah.
The ones where you've got no raft, no mat or anything, it's just you sliding down, I'm not as big a fan of. Manta.
Was this the famous? They're on this one.
No. That was Busch Gardens.
Oh yeah.
So this, anyone from the UK that's been to Alton Towers, this is set out, you ride it like you ride air.
It's a part.
Right. So you're laid down. It's like, or if you've been to Flamingo Land Hero, you're laid down in a similar fashion. And as you climb, because as soon as you come out of the station, you pretty much start the climb. And you're going over like a path, and you can see the people below you. But all of it's just one like giant net underneath you to catch, obviously, if you haven't taken your phone out of your pocket or your watch or whatever. So you can just see all these, like a wallet, a couple of phones, you know, all that kind of, a hat, all that kind of stuff just on this, and you're thinking, why would you even risk it?
There's always that with any kind of things, any kind of with nettage.
But I mean, it is, yeah, it's a good coaster. It was very smooth. It didn't feel like you were jerking about in your
That's good.
in your chamber. And it was, you know, pretty extreme in terms of its barrel rolls and things like that. But
yeah, I opted not to go on this.
Yeah, it was just me and
I mean,
it was just me and Doc.
Bear in mind that I am not a massive fan of even having my legs dangling. Like it took a lot of bravery for me to go on the dragons at Universal. But just no, I would always be panicked that it couldn't hold my weight, and I was just gonna fall out partway through.
Believe me, some of the people I saw got on it, I wasn't worried about my weight.
Well, no, you wouldn't. Here.
But even then, like, yeah, it's not a really noisy coaster, but the people on it are noisy.
That's what I mean.
Which, like, Animal Kingdom just wouldn't do.
And you think where Everest is, it's way out of the way.
Tucked away in the corner. Same with Pandora, that's tucked away in the corner. Manta Coaster. And look, they've taken up so much room, empty room here with just a coaster around the edge of a pool. And yet you think the tiny enclosures they give the animals. I don't think this was here.
I was going to say I don't recognise this at all. And this would be one that we would all go on, I think. Because it doesn't look like it's going upside down.
No, it just turns as it corners to reduce feelings of nausea. Mako. I recognise the name, but I don't recognise the coaster.
We would definitely have gone on that if that
Yeah,
was there. So.
I mean, I'll have a look at when Mako opened. (2016) June 2nd. Oh no, June 10th.
So it was not there when we went to Seaworld, which is why
No, it was not.
we have no memory of it, and we will not be returning to Seaworld.
So we will never
to try
have
it.
memory of it.
So yeah, one of the shorter videos that we've done in this category, but I think that's only because obviously there's limited rides there, and we are not covering any of
shows
the
or
other
anything.
attractions.
So it's
There.
giving a little bit less exposure with the length of this video. But like we said, it is there. It's up to you.
I would just urge people to just do some research before you
Decide to go.
decide to go there. Just do a little bit of research. If you still choose to go, then
Fair enough.
fair enough. But just kind of go with your eyes open to what is actually happening there and all the facts, because just from a personal perspective, for me, having been there and then finding out, that was really upsetting to me because it was too late then. I couldn't take back the fact that I'd given them like
And you'd been sat in
however
their
many
show.
dollars, and I'd been sat in their show clapping along and like, oh wow, that's amazing, we just got splashed like by a killer whale. Like, I couldn't take that back. I couldn't like, if I'd known that information before, the information that I know now before I went, I wouldn't have gone. So that really upset me and is one of my like regrets. So I would just say really look into it, do your research so that you know what's going on there. If you then choose to still go, it doesn't, it's not,
It's up to you.
it's up to
personal
you. I'm not
choice.
gonna, well, I wouldn't like, I would judge. I was like, I wouldn't judge, but I would. But it's your choice, it's your life. But just go with your eyes open to know
What's really happening?
what is happening there, and so you don't come away like I did, just feeling like really terrible because I care about animals, I care about what happens to animals, and I would never want to contribute anything
Or
to,
endorse it.
to
Or be seen to be endorsing it.
to something that was harming them, and that really bothered me. So
But we have covered it. Your decisions can be your own. But you've had the top 5 rides.
they have some good
from there,
coasters.
yeah.
They have some good rides. So in all fairness, if they continue down the path of kind of stopping with the animals as much and just focusing more on coasters and things,
Then I'm sure it could
they
be
could
a
be
far
onto a
better
winner
thing,
there,
but
because
the coasters are pretty good.
they have some really good coasters, especially in kind of because a lot of the coasters that are in
A simulation.
Orlando are simulations, so they've really kind of got a bit of a niche there that they could really expand on if they chose to put their money into that instead of what they were putting into before.
But that is the abandoned station on the hype train.
I was going to do it again, but
I could tell, I could see it. So we hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe turn on that notification bell
Ding ding ding.
to be alerted of when we put out new videos which is every week. There will be a video of some sort.
Oh, yeah. These ones, Florida ones, every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But there is
Content regularly.
every week.
So, we shall see you at the next station, which will be lively and full of people and normal train noises, not terrifying train noises from Pinky. So, Sleuth Army, we will see you next time.